How about a classic BKXC solo ride? A million different pontifications. And I just came into the van, it's nighttime, and these pants scared the crap out of me. I thought someone was inside the van. It's just me, I'm inside the van. Lots and lots of good riding to come. I hope you enjoy it. I cranked hard to get this edit out. Gonna get it uploaded, hopefully on semi-decent Wi-Fi. We'll see. It's long videos too, so enjoy it. Thanks for being here. Let's go! Meow. It is time for me to get a little winter warm-up session going. Ooh, yeah, it's been a long time since I've been on my bike. I don't even remember the last time, but my shoes were really muddy, so I must have ridden within the past month or so. At some point, doing a self-guided adventure out here at the Hawes Trail System in the Tonto National Forest, Mesa, Arizona, outside of Phoenix. I've heard so much about this place. It's been on my list for so long, and I'm so stoked I get to come out and ride it. I've been doing so much work at Everstoke, it was time to hop in the car for a little 12-hour drive, stretch the legs on some trails. And this is a winter warm-up. I am not today going to ride the very epic Sunset Ridge or Boulder Dash. That will happen on this trip, but today is the warm-up lap. I actually found a pretty good looking 15-mile loop out here at Hawes that doesn't include that other stuff. So man, when a trail system can actually do 2 full days of riding, it's huge. It is nice out today, as you would expect down here in the desert. 62 degrees, perfect mountain biking conditions. Hero dirt, just rained. So nice. When the sun actually comes out, it's warm. It beats down. I wore my mountain bike pants today, which such a silly mistake. Anything below 45 degrees, that's when you break out the jacket and pants. But for me, anything above that, I can ride in shorts, and as long as there's plenty of climbing and not a ton of wind chill. But I had the pants in the van, so I thought I'd break them out. About to use my multi-tool to cut the legs off already. What a beautiful landscape, huh? So different, so crazy. Okay, Alpe d'Huez. Climb, climb, climb. I can hear the sound of freedom ringing out on the other side of the hill. There's a shooting range. I hope they're wearing hearing protection. I'll have my Trail Forks ride log. Ooh, if I actually remember to start my ride recording, maybe I won't have the ride log. I'll have the route in the description. That's how long it's been. I keep forgetting all my little basic things. Whoa! Man, I had been feeling so good on the bike when I last had a big epic ride out in Spain months ago. So I hope I didn't lose any of it. But you know, like they say, riding a bike, it's like riding a bike. I'll get all my skills right back. Fitness maybe won't be so quick. I'm so happy with how I've progressed over the past year, over the past 8 years of doing my channel. It's really quite rewarding and fulfilling. It takes a while, but I got there. Except for the big drops and jumps, of course. Awkward lighting. Hopefully the GoPro Hero 12 is up to the task. Come on, baby. 15-mile route with only about 2,100 feet of climbing, which is perfect for me right now. I think I'll be able to survive. Got my bottle of Element right here, ready to go. I think this is just the downhill short track oops-a-daisy option. Might be a whole new trail, who knows? They're building more and more out here. So stoked when trail organizations are able to make it happen. It doesn't take quantity. It doesn't take 50 miles of new trail to make a place world class. It just takes like 10 miles, 12 miles of really, really good trail that's fun the whole way up and down. Maybe not so much up, but if you have the time and energy, you can make the climb very fun. Wow, big old cacti. I am always so suspicious when I hear somebody talk about quantity of mileage. It just, in my experience, it's never, does not equate to fun whatsoever. 200 miles of single track. It's funny, I went into Walmart this morning to grab some water, a couple other things, and they had the big camping display right out front. January camping. Ale, ale, ale. Got passed by an e-biker. I have no problems with e-bikes being on trails. You know, I've got an e-bike and it just doesn't get me fired up to go out and ride. It doesn't feel the same on the downhill. I would much rather, for now, struggle on these uphills to get the best possible downhill. But at Everstoke, holy moly, it is the ultimate tool to get me to the top, fill a backpack up with gear, go back down, go back up. So nice. Charge it at the top with solar panels. I'm sure all the e-bike stuff is going to evolve. Batteries are going to get better and better. But sometimes I think with the exponential growth of technology, AI, that we're just all going to be mind uploaded in 5 years anyway. So what's the point? I'm going to live in a perfect digital simulation, getting dropped off by a helicopter in Yosemite and do 20,000 feet of downhill on Half Dome. It'll be more than 5 years, but it's going that way. I just want to live long enough to actually see it all. Man, this has been perfect climb. I'm getting beat up. I'm in the easiest gear. It's exactly what I need. Oh, there we go. Cool breeze. High Ridge, Iron Goat. Okay, Iron Goat will be the final descent of the day, but right now I'm gonna head out on these other goats and get to RMR. They'll get you. Double check. Uh-oh. I went the wrong way. Downhill. Uphill. Oh God! Oh, hope I've got sealant in my tubes. That was awkward. Doesn't even feel like a trail now. Oh, maybe it wasn't the right. Maybe that was just a user-generated offshoot. I'm trying to follow the map. Goat. Had that salt lick in my last Everstoke video, and someone wrote that some park somewhere had put out salt licks to like help the goats, and the goats ended up being super aggressive towards hikers because they just wanted more salt, more food. Maybe I'll get rid of the salt lick. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ah, beautiful view. Oh no, that felt like Portal. One wrong move. Tighten up the chest strap to keep the camera from flopping. Now I'm like at 70% oxygen level. Ooh. Excuses. Got plenty of them. Wow. Sun's out over here. Red Mountain Rush. Let's put the gloves on for this one. Little black diamond stickers added. No e-bikes allowed out here, apparently. Okay, I should take a drink before I get going. Ah, this is the double black Sunset Ridge. Next time. Try not to skid too much. Whoa! The Hawes Trail Alliance doing the hard work out here. Whoa. Yeah. Feels good. Little knuckle duster cacti. Cool. Whoa. Oh, what a great moment. Just getting in the flow. Everything else melts away. That's why I do it. There's only enough room in the brain for the ride. And of course the live narration where 50,000 people will watch it on YouTube. Ups and downs. A lot of awkward bonker rocks. Yeah, the hands, the feet, the legs, all feeling it on a really not much of a downhill yet. That means I'm out of shape. Whee! Whoa! Suspicious of these high speeds because there have not been many big berms yet. Woo-hoo! There we go. Oh. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, still rocking the SRAM brakes. Not my favorite, but then you just get used to it. So I'll have them forever. Woo! You can see all the spots where people just careen off the trail. Woo! Toe tapper rocks. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Nice. Oh. Whew. Oh, that was great swoopage. Trying to get the perfect speed to go smooth. Smooth as fast. Always seems like if you try to go 80%, you'll end up going faster than ever. Or the snakes. It's so interesting how a trail gets so much faster after it gets fully bedded in. I'm not sure how it works with this desert rock kind of stuff, if it's the same, but it's always one of those really fine art trail building things to make sure that the final speed is the true speed. Build it for the mature state. Oh, here we go. Ah! Oh, nice cruise. This big thing here is jumping choya, I think, because it'll just jump off and get onto you and get stuck. Apparently cactus is really sharp. Just getting my local dose of microbiotics or the local biome. Puncture wound. Can't tell if it's a shortcut or it was meant to be that way. Getting carried away. Oh yeah. Ah. Howdy, howdy. Doing good.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah? Awesome. Nice to meet you.
No way. I was watching one of your videos last night.
Cool. Yeah, this is my first time out here. You hit any cactus yet today?
No, I have not. And luckily I haven't hit any yet. In
Yeah.
fact, I've done 1,100 miles on this bike
Nice.
in 6 months.
That's crazy. And up your skills and stuff. See
Yeah.
if there's like a local coach or something, because people can coach you through things and they'll see things that you'll never, like, oh, I'm supposed to do it like this instead of that.
I learned from you.
Yeah. Not the best
so
teacher.
Weird, man.
Man, I'll tell you what, one interaction like that, it just makes everything so worth it, knowing that there's people out there that just get so stoked and helps inspire them. And anytime you're getting into a new sport, you're gonna go to YouTube and check it out, and that I help someone along in their journey, that is just the ultimate. That's why it's funny when I'll see that people like recognize me. Sometimes they'll like just take photos of me from far away instead of just being like, hey, I like your videos, it's awesome. Don't be shy, come over, say hello. It means a lot to me. It means more to me than it does to you. I'll never forget during the 50 state shred, I was in Vermont, and for some reason I left my front passenger door open on the van, but I was like inside taking a sponge bath because it was so wet and nasty, and I've been camping out. So I was like wiping myself down, totally naked inside the van. And a guy came over and like knocked on the van door. He said, Brian, are you in there? And if I didn't have my passenger side door open, it would be, I think, a less of an invitation for someone to come over and knock on the van. But I was like, oh man, this is, I'm in a bad spot. Give me a minute. Yeah, getting things done at Everstoke, it just takes so long you work on something for 2 weeks and barely have enough for a video to show for it, versus come out, do my rides, get my videos, then be able to go work at Everstoke for a couple weeks. And winter's tough, you know. Excuses. I've got them. What's the wrong turn count up to? Just 2, I think. Only 300 feet of climbing. What? Had the long drive down. I was listening to podcasts and stuff, and then eventually I just turned it off and wanted to sit with my thoughts. It's so important. I can go through the whole day getting stuff done, but still listening to like comedy podcasts and this and that, news, and just thinking I'm getting enriched by it. But really, it's just a bunch of other people's ideas getting fed into my brain the entire day. Really need to make a change with how much I'm on my phone, and just sucks me in instead of getting my to-do list done. I usually get up every day, 6:30 a.m., but I'll just have this super long morning routine where I drink my AG1, I do my Wordle, I do breakfast, and then by 9 o'clock I'm still in my PJs, got nothing done. That's what's great about mountain biking. I've never been one to turn on music, turn on music or podcasts. You're just there with your thoughts. And it's the most important thing. Your thoughts can be scary. Sometimes you don't want to be alone with yourself, but sometimes you need 3 hours to untie some knots. Yeah, so I did 4 hours in the van just with my own thoughts. I came up with all these interesting ideas. It's crazy. Give yourself some room to breathe. And the phone addiction is so tough because you need the phone for work. You need it to do this, to do that. You know, they have those like interesting dumb phones, and you could always do that. It just has texting and phone calls and Google Maps, but you know, still got to be able to check on the solar, how it's going at Everstoke, cameras, that kind of stuff. So I will allow myself those distractions. But the Twitter, the cat videos, the Instagram algorithm, acting on my primal nature. Food is the most extreme of the addictions because you have to eat. You know, you could get rid of your phone and still survive, but you can't get rid of food. Drugs and alcohol, you can quit as long as it's safe to do so, wean yourself off, and then you have to associate with other types of people that don't do that stuff. Doesn't feel like I'm addicted to my phone, but if you add up the hours and hours and hours that just get shaved away, so many little projects and things I want to get done. And especially a lot of it is like been at Everstoke. I'm doing like electrical conduit panels, running wire, where it does get to be a little mindless over 4 hours. But hey, I can use my mind for other things, other ideas. Okay, better check. Feel like we're going downhill a little too much. Sweat glands are getting their first workout in a long time. Purge the toxins. I still love watching on my favorite YouTube channels like Are You Garbage and Stud Pack, but those are great ones where I can just sit on the couch, watch the TV, put the phone away. It's so funny because it just feels like, oh, I got more done. I was listening to the podcast and working out. I did this and got that done. The pants have not been too bad. I think I would have the same amount of sweaty knee pits whether I had the pants on or not, because I'm always wearing knee pads. Man, I'm glad I did this. And this is just the beginning. Hoping to get 4 full days of epic riding in. Maybe some new rides for the Trail 1 list. Always looking for the best. I've got a bunch written up. I just need to actually get some photos and put it into the blog. Wow, this is kind of cool, kind of creepy. Man, this is so deceptive. I have not taken time to drink at all, like 2 little drinks. Gotta force myself. And while we're on the topic of self-improvement, I think it's time for me to get back into CrossFit. Man, even if I only end up going once a week, I think it's just a huge benefit. Especially as I get a little older every year. Still feeling pretty good. I'd love to test my testosterone levels, see where my T is at. I think I'm doing okay. I was talking about it with Sarah and she was like, oh no, you don't need any more testosterone. So the wife test says I'm doing pretty good. John Cena was on the Logan Paul podcast. This is the last podcast I listened to while I was driving. And there was all kinds of good stuff in it. He said his testosterone levels were like 890 or something like that, and they seemed impressed by that. And he claims to have never used drugs, but I don't know. People do have a crazy genetic potential sometimes. My 145-pound skinny as a rail body has been accused of doing steroids quite a few times in the comments, so take that for what it's worth. Low body fat with a little bit of musculature goes a long way. Okay, I'm closing in on my first lap, and over here on the right, this hill, they've got a few different really cool big jump purpose-built mountain bike hitters. Too big for my britches, not on the menu today, but if you like that sort of thing, it's here for you to explore. I want to make sure I survive all 15 miles today. Even though the climbing has been superb and easy, I gotta make it through. Back on Lance's trail. Back to the top. Good job with the trail signs for sure, because I'm on Trail Forks being like, oh, is this it? Nope, it's over to the left more. Man, I hope that comes across on camera, because that is just too cool. Saguaro cacti? Saguaro. The G's silent, right? Saguaro. Think I'm doing Alpe d'Huez again, yep. Iron Goat down, over, Alpe d'Huez again. Yeah, so 2 more Alpe d'Huezes. Alpe d'Huez. Probably should have a snack. Had a nice big In-N-Out burger, triple meat, no cheese, spread and lettuce only, with fries before the ride. I always bag on In-N-Out burger because the meat patties are so thin, but that is so fresh, so good. And I can usually have no problem eating a big meal before a ride or after a ride. During a ride even. Ooh, chilled up with the sun away. Just checked the Strava I'm at 8 miles, which is fantastic. If it was anything less than that, I would I would be giving up after this lap. So that's what's nice about laps. I'll go up this one, go down, and then I'll assess my level of fitness. See if I want to go all the way back up. And I think it's only a 500-foot climb, but you know how it goes. It's a warm-up. I was looking at a different route that was going to have me finish on a climb, and oh, nobody likes that. I really hate finishing on a climb. If I can avoid it, I do, but some places you gotta bite the bullet. Man, my legs were not ready for the knee pads. Maybe it's the extra friction by having pants on instead of shorts, but they're getting rubbed. I guess it'll work its way in, tear out all my leg hair. Passed a group carrying a cat in a backpack. That's a first. I think it's kind of fun and funny to take your cat on the trail with you in a backpack. But where are we going as a society? Everyone wears sweatpants. Every single row on an airplane has a dog in it. We used to dress up in suits and ties and hats to go to a baseball game. The shame factor is just plummeting to zero shame. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I don't need to brush my teeth. I don't need to wipe my butt. I don't need to comb my hair. I'm definitely one of the perpetrators when it comes to shaving. I definitely don't shave more than once a month, and then I'll do a little trim in between them, but I let my neck beard go out a little too strong. Obviously, most people that grew up, if you had to go in a suit and tie and a formal dress to a baseball game, they were ridiculously repressed and every need and want was set aside. But come on, we're going too far the other way. Man, those clouds were a chill pill. And then I still ended up sweating, climbing up. Whew, perfect balance, hot and cold. Iron goat. And then some right. And then I'm gonna look for a hard right onto some other trail I forgot now. Hey. Yeah, my butt's not used to this either. It's getting rubbed down a little bit. Save the trail. Brake, don't skid. You can always build bigger berms. That's not gonna stop people skidding through stuff like right here. Whoa, but like there. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, man. I could see someone sending it right into the gully on that one. Woo! Would have slipped if it was a little drier. Doing pretty good for as marbly as it is. Surprised I haven't slipped more. Oh, that was a little rock garden option on the right. Whoa, yeah. Oh, good, good, good. Whew. Two options. Whoa! Got slipped. That ridge probably would have been nice. Jumper, jumper drop. More splits. Interesting. Okay, this looks like straight line. This looks swooper. When I ride Sunset Ridge, I'll have a guide and we'll actually look at everything and stop and maybe session. Hello.
Hey, what up?
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Wow. This is pretty epic. Whoa. Oh yeah. Oh man. Dead end turns. A lot of hikers out here. Multi-purpose. So far I've had really good timing with every hiker being on a nice easy spot to pass by. Man, here's the $1 million question. If you had unlimited funds to build a trail, but the caveat was you had to have all flat turns that didn't have berms and people were going to skid and blow through, but you could build everything really nice otherwise, or you could go build a trail wherever you want, build it however you want, but you're not going to get any funding or help. You have to do it by yourself. I think I would rather build with turns. I think the turns are like the most important part. I know it's always a touchy subject when I critique a trail, just like anyone who critiques my videos. It's the same thing. You put in all this effort and energy into something, and people just want to pick apart the one thing that's not great. Nice little cross-country pedal back, trending downhill. And I know a turn, a big berm takes like 50 times more work than scratching out a trail. So it is actually quite ridiculous when someone builds a trail and all the turns are so dialed in, because you could have built 25 other trails in the same time. Okay, I'm feeling good enough to go for one more. I think it's going to be on that because the name of the trail is High Ridge, so I think I might be going up and up and up. So it wouldn't be a van road trip without forgetting something along the way. I almost forgot my laptop, which would have been pretty bad. I would have had to buy some extra memory cards and stuff and not be able to like actually check the footage and see if everything's working or not. But what I did forget wasn't as bad. I forgot the new Crockett Trail 1 handlebars that we just came out with that have a little bit better branding. Nice, more subtle logo. So, you know, the previous ones were a little more big. The new ones are a little more subtle. You can still buy the sticker pack to kind of make it stealth or make it pop out, but I'm really stoked about that. We've been doing so good with Trail 1 components. It's been a joy. So as you probably know, for every component we sell, we set aside $1 and put that into our own little fund. And if the component is named after a trail system, we give that money to the trail system it's named for. So the Crockett handlebars will go to the Bicycle Trails Council of the East Bay that keeps up the Crockett Hills. Oh yeah, climbing and talking. Great training system. But there's a whole nother group of components that aren't named after anything, like the water bottles, the t-shirts, the fenders, the valve stems, the stem bolts. So that's the generic Trail 1 fund, and that's up to more than $6,000 right now. So I am out on the hunt looking for different trail systems that I can give $1,000, where it's actually going to make a difference, where we actually can see what they're going to do, what tools they're going to buy, what signs they're going to put up, what bridges they're going to build. That's kind of the whole thing with Trail 1 is I want to see results. If we're going to give you money, let's actually see what it did instead of going into some nebulous fund. A lot of these trail associations have tons and tons of money and they just hold on to it and it sits in some friggin' money market account. But giving it out and actually having them spend it on something tangible is what it's all about. Got to find a big old cactus to take a selfie next to and send back to Sarah. These things are amazing. Ooh, that's a good one, but it's a little scary. These ones are good. And if you're wondering why Sarah hasn't been in the videos as much, it's the same reason you're not in the videos as much. You got a job. You can't be taking all this time off, right? Yep, I can see a mountain biker at the top of the ridge. I could hear him first. Turns out mountain biking is pretty cool. Costco trail mix with an extra bag of M&Ms added in. There's never enough M&Ms. I was looking at my bike and it's so orange that when I look away, the ground has like a weird blue color in the shape of my bike. Like the rods and cones are always color correcting to find the correct white balance, which is just so amazing. But like cameras have a hard time doing it, but our eyes can do it. Never had that happen before. I love the orange so much too. And if winter in your area isn't 60-degree perfect riding conditions, you can always hop on the old turbo trainer and fire up one of my Patreon extended cuts. For $3 a month, you get the whole archive. Almost every ride video has about a 45-minute extended cut, which is a pretty good trainer session. Got the archives going back to Seth, Alexander, and I's first trip to Moab. I think that was my first extended cut. 7+ years of content. But what have you done for me lately? I think I feel a couple raindrops. No, no, no. Ah! Oh, yeah. It's a B bike, not an e-bike. Brian bike. Oh, yeah. I can see my van way out there. Oh yeah, I could definitely be a Peloton instructor. Telling stories about mind uploading and washing myself in the van. Uh-oh, here comes the rain. Slow it down now. Semadana. They don't have lightning in Arizona, right? On a high exposed ridge. A little sprinkle like this is perfect for riding, keeping you cool. But for filming, the wet is just no go. Should have fired back up the smartwatch. I like having the heart rate data. This feels like mountain lion weather. Just dark enough. A little chilly, but I'm still breathing hard. Perfect balance. Just lighten up just a little bit for 5 minutes. Let me get this downhill. Oh yeah. I see Ponix. Great start. Nice. Kitty litter. Man, I'll tell you what, this has been the perfect ride. This is so good for a warm-up. Perfect level for what my fitness is right now. My legs are burning. Whew. I am happy about this. it's not like tomorrow I'm gonna wake up stronger, but you know, in a couple days, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and go ride again. So I'll probably be weaker, but just what the doctor ordered. The perfect winter warm-up. Whoa. Okay, there's this way, there's that way, there's something to the right there. Oh my goodness, that was slow speed death right there. Moving on. Yeah, that right side I think was a whole different trail. They are building more out here, I think. Ooh, heavy drops. Hail. Hail's never good. Hail means there is going to be lightning. We got this though. So far so good on the camera. Whoa, yeah. Nice. My hunched over riding position is blocking the rain. Wow. Woo-hoo. That was cool. Feel like I get a little better air with the air shock. I've been riding coil shocks forever because I thought a little bit better downhill performance, especially on super long downhills. Nothing overheating with the coil, but air shock has definitely got some bounce to it. I need all the help I can get. Oh yeah. Whoa, that rock sticking out. Scary. Lovely. Keep her clean. As clean as I can here. If I was just a little bit faster, in shape, I would have made it up the climb. Yeah, woo! There's some flow right here. Sorry. Should have took that wrong turn first. Woo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. That was sweet. Whew. Yeah, this one is really good. Oh, the water coming off my helmet. I'm glad I wore the pants now because these will be all wet and I can set them to the side and I'll have some fresh shorts. I always have like 4 pairs in the rotation, but you don't want to be out doing laundry on a road trip. Make it last for as long as you can. Strategy works better on solo rides when no one has to smell you. Okay. Excuse me, have you seen a cat? It got out of my backpack. We haven't been able to find it. It doesn't know it's way back home. Oh, this thing's a wet thing, a wet disaster. That's a victory right there. Lovely. I know it shouldn't be a big surprise to me every time I do a little Trail Forks research and go into a ride blind and it turns out to be a pretty dang good ride. But every time I'm so surprised. It just boggles my mind that there's endless rides out there. I know all the great rides that I love to do, but I just love getting out, riding something new and exploring something, finding something that's just a little hidden gem. It's just so good. The sun's coming out, there's even a rainbow, and it's pointing directly at a Ford Transit van. Is that trying to tell me something? All right, it's dinner time for me. I've got a few more really good rides planned. I hope you stick around. This is just the beginning of my little Phoenix winter escape. Do me a favor, go ride something new, and maybe I'll see you on the trail.